wherever you feel comfortable. Maybe the three of you come together exactly, and I sit down here. So we are right in the center. That's perfect. Great you're joining us. You're taking the time. I know you have busy times here at Hannover Messe. And I'm quickly doing the introduction run. So we got the who's who. We got Alfred Geißler. He's the CEO of DMG Mori. We got Dr. Stephanie Frank. She is with Siemens and big times in machine tool systems. And we got Thomas Schneider. He is with TRUMPF Werkzeugmaschinen, also a big player in regards of machine building. So industry leaders, as I said before, are teaming up, are coming together. Cooperation is the big buzzword here when we talk about you to shape the future of manufacturing. And let me start with you in regards of when we talk about that these three companies are represented here together, how you interact and collaborate on innovative projects. And we always call it like that you are shaping the future of manufacturing. How is that done?
Well, thank you. We think the future of manufacturing and especially autonomous manufacturing is built on collaboration across the total ecosystem of our customer and our ecosystem here. And it's not about only isolated technologies, but it is about creating a shared digital backbone that enables systems to work together. Open standards like OPC UA and the asset administration shell provide a universal language for interoperable production environment. And initiatives like the IDTA, the Digital Twin Technology Association, the Plattform 4.0 and Manufacturing X, those are driving standards on a broader scale. In Factory X, the vision is being translated into concrete industrial application together with our 47 partner consortium. And when we talk about DMG Mori, we transform this, what we call MX transformation, MX machining transformation. And this consists of 4 pillars. It's technology integration or process integration, it's automation, it's digital transformation, and also green transformation that enables sustainable production. And we combine this also with a clear focus on data sovereignty. That means customers remain in full control of their data, but also benefiting from a connected ecosystem. And what matters for creating an autonomous production is AI optimization, self-learning systems, intelligent automation, all built on an open, standardized foundation. Yeah, and that's exactly why collaboration matters.
And it's a powerful collaboration, that's for sure. That's very valid points which you have mentioned here. Now, Steffi, let me ask you, do we already have some concrete examples where we can look upon in regards of this essential foundation which has been created through this partnership, and how are they really making a difference?
Yeah, let me maybe use 3 examples and what we already started. The first one is talking about engineering. When you think about engineering today, it's always a quite long process, quite labor intensive, but also challenging to get it done in the speed required. So what we now did together is to really imagine what the future can be with a faster engineering. We built up a tool together, and this is reducing our engineering time by 80%.
Oh.
80% is really the key number here. And I think this is impressive because this helps all of us to improve on the challenges necessary. Secondly, let's talk about the shop floor. Who on the shop floor is not looking for really what can be done in order to do the upgrades as secure, as safe as needed? And we're doing that, of course, with standardized systems, but also with our standardized model in the updates via the Asset Administration Shell, AAS called. And with that, we can, on the one hand side, make sure that it's faster. On the other side, also make it secure. And talking about my time when I was working at the shop floor, the most important point is to keep in automotive industry, you're always talking about the loss per 1 minute cars not being produced. And to keep that time down, it's of course key to do the updates as secure as possible. And last but not least, it's about our digital circular economy. We gather all the relevant data. We can get them from our Cinemeric, from the Dynamics. And of course, we want to get there the digital condition of the machines to really understand of what we then can do to detect where the machine is standing, but also, of course, to upgrade it, to make it more sustainable and more secure.
Great examples, and it's just highlighting on how important it is to work together. Now, Tom, let me come to you and to TRUMPF. From your perspectives, what are the most significant challenges our customers are facing, and how is this collaborative ecosystem addressing these challenges?
So I would say there are two things we have to have in mind. So the manufacturing industry is fragmented. And our customers are mainly family-owned customers. 80% of them are family-owned. So it's our obligation as leading companies like DMG Mori, Siemens and TRUMPF to guide them through this digital transformation. So collaboration is our imperative to guide our customers because they have huge pressures. They are at the end of the supply chain. They provide the small parts into the big OEM players, and they have tremendous cost pressure. They have the need for speed in their product. So we have to set up digital ecosystems which help them to manufacture, because scrap is the biggest enemy of their EBIT. So we have to provide systems which give guidance, assistance to the operator that they don't do wrong products, wrong parts. It's at the end, it's always a question of a small part. It's a sheet metal part or one part on a DMG Mori machine. And these shop floors, they are also fragmented. So we need to collaborate. We need to set up the standards for all our competitors, for all the other manufacturing tool builders, that we live in one ecosystem to support the customers in their system. And AI enables this, and we have provided first assistance for the shop floor operators. So we start bottom up. So how can we empower the operators at the machine to give them the data that they can decide on the right part?
It seems like that you came on stage here. It's a good project, what you have been working on. Otherwise, we would not talk about it. So, Steffi, we can do a check on, okay, pilot and test phase, everything's nice. What about future steps amongst the three of you?
Yeah, I think that's a critical point, because we're always talking about what is then coming into the future. And when we talk about the future, of course, we talk about our vision of the autonomous factory. Even more important, with the lack of labor, with all of the challenges going around, going for autonomy is definitely the vision that we want to create. And that all starts on the first step, of course, with the autonomous machine. The more automated you can do it, the better, of course, it is for the shop floor operations. That can be done with our CNC, what, by the way, the current Cinemeric 1 has a 10 times faster PLC than the previous generation, what helps for the speed. But of course, this is the basis then to get in the next step connected machines, which is why we decided jointly together that this is the right approach. Because on the one hand side, you have DMG Mori machines on the shop floor, but you also have laser or metal bending machines on the shop floor. And we know some customers, I will not name all of them, that have on their shop floor DMG Mori machines and TRUMPF machines. So why not to connect these machines together to make the shop floor work? And then the last iteration step, of course, is the perfect basis for going into an autonomous factory. And you have seen it. We're building that in our plant in Erlangen. And this is definitely the vision that we're all aiming for.
It's wonderful to see that this silo thinking, this is mine, this is yours, and there is no connection, or if there is a connection, that's the poor guy who is in charge of kind of speaking two languages, that this world is over now. Now, when we talk about the future, Alfred, what's your perspective?
Well, thank you. I think Steffi is absolutely right. AI is the key to turning flexibility into competitive advantage. At DMG Mori, our vision is the autonomous factory realized through 3 systematic steps. The first one is vertical integration. We start with autonomous machine equipment with self-learning AI, like our AI chip removal system and adaptive control systems, and integrate them seamlessly into existing shop floor through standardized interfaces like OPC UA. And the second topic is horizontal communication. Autonomous machines must communicate with each other through end-to-end digital twin with Siemens. We run the virtual world parallel to the real production, enabling simulation, optimization, and also, let's say, replay functionalities for failure analysis, and also continuous learning. And third, this is cross-system orchestration. The autonomous factory requires different machine types and production lines working hand in hand, coordinated by AI-driven systems and supported by autonomous logistics, like, for example, our AMRs. But what is most important, we empower people. For example, our robot-to-go solution can be programmed within 15 minutes by operators without special robot knowledge and expertise. We are not replacing workers. We are enabling them with intelligent tools.
Great. I mean, that's very powerful and very motivating as an employee there with the new tools, and it's everything in ease. So what's your vision on that, Tom?
So I think that the only way we can cooperate in Europe and make a difference is that we, across the borders of the technologies, enable the manufacturing shop floors. And this AI technologies, and especially the tools we provide together, these will instantly work at the customer operator side. And I think that is a huge advantage of the future, that on the shop floors, the future will be driven by supporting system assistance systems, which we can build on edge devices and on AI. And this enables our customers to be competitive in a competitive world based on one ecosystem, which is where the data are secured, where we have a close cooperation on cybersecurity, and we have on data exchange, which enables these products in the future. And that is where I think all the initiatives we have started with Siemens and also in our VDMA and VW, where we have a tremendous power of the European industry to work together and drive this into the future to become an export leader in sovereign manufacturing, autonomous manufacturing of the future.
Steffi, we got 1 more minute to cover. So a quick one. Which factors matter most in regards of bringing this to a success and turning this vision into a reality? And what do we as industry players need?
So I have, again, 3 ones to share.
Yeah.
The first one is trust, represented by reliability. We need to make sure that it's a safe and secure environment. To do that with standards that we define together, but also to make sure that the shop floor operations what is probably the heart of the manufacturing when you talk about the machine tool industry, because the machines need to run and need to be reliable in the production side. That's point one. Second, speed matters. Of course, we need to be fast. We need to be fast in changeover times. We need to be fast in the ramp-up times. This is the second step. And last but not least, Alfred mentioned it, you said it. I think the most important point, Tom, that we are always talking, we cannot solve that on our own. We need to do that together, and this is why we are standing here, to do that together. So trust, speed, and together.
I couldn't have summarized that better than you did, Steffi. Thank you so much.